Okay, we're going to demonstrate the 3 movements that we'll be using in the CrossFit Throwdown on May 30th. Jared and Bryant are going to demonstrate here. First thing we're going to do is the overhead squat. There's a couple ways to start this out. You can go right into a full snatch as long as your hips go below your knees. Increase your hips below your knees at the bottom. Go ahead, Jared, and that will count as your first rep. Okay, you can show the other way to start for me, Jared. You can also start with a clean, press it behind your head, and then go to overhead squat that way to start for the first rep. Okay, that's good. Now passing the bar. Once we start the workout, supposed to pass the bar. Once you start the workout, the bar cannot hit the ground. If the bar hits the ground, each partner has to do 5 burpees. First one partner, second the other partner. That's one way to pass the bar. So after Jared completes his 15 overhead squats, Bryant will then start his 15 overhead squats. Now we will also allow for instance, Jared could do 5 overhead squats, pass the bar to Bryant. He could do his 5 overhead squats as long as the bar does not touch the ground. So we'll go back to Jared. Once each partner has completed 15 of their overhead squats, they can move on to wall balls. So he's going to pass to Bryant, and then Jared's going to go do his wall balls while Bryant holds. Men, again, we can scale this workout. We'll talk to everybody to find out what their individual scale is. Men's standard is 20-pound ball up to the 10-foot mark, that second line. The ball needs to hit above the halfway mark of that line. Go ahead, Jared. Hip crease below parallel again. Ball needs to be above the halfway point in that black line. Okay, good. So now he'll go take the weight from Brian. Again, that weight cannot hit the ground. There's a couple different ways, Jared. You can show a couple different ways. You can hold that just standing, holding waist. Probably the most efficient is going to be across the shoulders, as Jared's demonstrating. You can hold it anyway as long as both feet are on the ground. Brian's going to then do his 15 wall balls. Okay, that's good. Pretend like that's 15. This is some high quality video. Pass back, and then Jared's going to go to his pull-ups. Again, Brian can hold the weight that way. As long as we're not kneeling or sitting on the ground, you can hold the bar. That looks like that'll get taxing. But pull-ups, standard is the arms have got to be straight at the bottom, elbows locked out at the bottom, and chin above the bar at the top. You can kip, you can do strict. And you can do multiple grips. You want to do a reverse grip or something for us, Jared? As long as those elbows are straight, head comes through at the bottom. Put your head through at the bottom for it. There you go. There you go. Those will be acceptable. There you go. You switch, let Brian do some. Or you can just keep going.
Oh, sorry. Let me get that. I'm just right here.
And he'll switch. And then Bryant will go and complete his pull-ups. You will do this as many rounds as possible in 15 minutes. Again, you can do 5 and 5, you can do 7 and 8, however you want to break them up, as long as the bar's not hitting the ground. All right, just come down for a second, Bryant. Let's say Jared drops the bar. You can't hold any longer. He's going to do 5 burpees, then Bryant's going to do 5 burpees. Can't do them at the same time. There we go. So that is the standard that we're using for the throwdown. Again, that's Friday, May 30th. Invite everybody to come on out. It's going to be a good time. We're going to split all the entry fees up to the winners. So.
Explain the burpees.
Oh, burpees. Sorry. Good job. So burpees, standard chest on the ground. At the top, your hands have to touch at the top. They can be above your head or behind your head, as long as your feet come off the ground. Your hands are touching at the top. Just like that. You need to back up. Thanks for the reminder, Brian. That's a burpee standard. All right, thanks, guys.